move on. It's the Chiefs going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports. Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Foles. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
It's brought in by Harris. That throw good for 4. It's second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Here's Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here we go now.
Following the fumble recovery, Savage flush to his right. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they'll take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Jones, not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key the tight end.
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the dive, here's the fullback Prosh. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
Third and 2, Savage. Strong grabs it over the middle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So now the Texans will call on the veteran Shane Leckler to kick this one away. The rookie 5th-rounder Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Foles. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And they got 29 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is West. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Foles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Now Foles. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Backing up, and his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now West. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Set range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They come out here in the eye. And that one was relative. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Savage now on second. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. Flushed out right. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
And Novak's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are okay. Well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him a yard as he's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Savage. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Savage now to throw. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and there he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Foles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's West. And he stopped immediately there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They'll run again here with West. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Here's Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now Foles. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it with West. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a sack. Like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Green 39! Green 39!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play fake. Now Savage. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. A play fake to Blue. Savage. He's got the completion to Strong. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. The slot man in motion right. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you got to make sure your angle is right.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hold this. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run again with a jive. And able to push it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff. And then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Maclin. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.